No, yeah.
Nine.
Yeah, someone called Slenderman, called themselves Slenderman. I mean, people impersonate people. Why would they not impersonate like creatures?
Right, to young impressionable girls.
Yeah, that's true.
Do we just crack the
Yeah,
case?
yeah, but why would they not do it again? These are the only two in 2014.
Yeah, I don't know that.
Too much media coverage maybe with the one.
Yeah.
So they were like, ah, let's do something else.
Or like, oh, we didn't think they'd actually do it. Or maybe they got
Yeah,
arrested for something else, like completely unrelated.
that's true. I feel like that does happen too a lot. And you just don't know how it's connected, but it's very possible. But yeah, from like a news article I saw about the trials, it said Slender Man is the warning sign of psychology of a generation growing up with 24/7 internet access and how ideas can go from pure fiction to fact in such a short amount of time. So they're just blaming Slender Man and the creators. I mean, the creators like spoke out about it and said obviously they were distraught by this actually happening, but like it wasn't because of the fact that Slenderman exists. Like they would have found another thing.
Right, right.
And also like horror in itself has existed. Like creatures like Slenderman have existed.
Yeah, I mean, they could have just said a demon and all the same would have applied.
Right. Yeah, like that girl.
I was just thinking about that.
Yeah. Cause she was also like teenager, I thought. Young.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, there was a girl that. Did she kill her sister?
She killed her sister, yeah. And she said a
Sh-
demon did it, or told her to do it.
Scary.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, where was I? Oh yeah, I would say Slenderman's like still around in our pop culture though, right? Like I feel like they kind of died down, but I guess in 2018 there was a horror film released, which I did not know.
I don't think I knew that either.
Yeah, I haven't watched it. I want to watch it now that I know it's out, but
Slendy.
yeah, like now he's referred more as Slendy, giving him a less sinister name too.
Slenderman is really long, too.
That's true. Yeah, Slendy. Also, apparently, I found him in like Marvel fanfic. Like, apparently, he's a character in the Marvel universe through this fanfic or whatever that he's a manifestation of demonic energy and stalks the Slender Woods in search of people to kill and has been doing this like all of his life since he was came into existence, I guess.
Oh.
But his motives unknown, but some believe that he is attempting to take control of our universe or fuse his realms with us, which reminds me of Stranger Things a lot.
Yeah,
But maybe he's demonic.
I think so.
I mean, it could be like, I mean, if you believe in demons, I guess it could be an actual demon taking the form of Slender Man in our consciousness now and doing what demon things or whatever. That's just the new iteration of the
Yeah,
demon.
the modern demon.
Yeah. But yeah, like thankfully no one was actually killed in the name of Slender Man, and there hasn't been anything since the 2014 stabbings. But like I'm actually kind of surprised there hasn't been more.
I know.
Because it's so psychological, I feel like if you have the wrong person start reading these and it actually does get into their mind.
Right, right. It's easy to latch on to things.
Yeah. And we definitely have mental health problems in the US.
Right.
So I'm just kind of surprised, but I guess I'm glad people are understanding that it's fake.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just gonna end it with there's like two theories of what he is because no one has determined exactly like what type of creature he is. And like these theories apply obviously to the video games and like the lore, but I feel like maybe one could apply to real life since it now has been kind of in real life with the stabbings.
Right.
So the first theory is the quantum theory that Slenderman is a physical substratum whose existence and powers are in part like reliant on physics and understood science. So it's seeking like a physical explanation for Slenderman. But the second theory is the Tulpa effect, which I feel like you know what that is, don't you? You heard
I
of that?
don't know. Maybe. Not by that name, but
Oh, okay. Because I feel like when I read it, I was like, oh yeah, I've heard that before, but I couldn't tell you what it was before. But tulpas are said to be thought forms, so they're like beings that are created from the collective thoughts of individuals. So basically, like manifestations. And if you think about it enough, it actually does become real, like at least to you.
I don't know if I've heard of that, which is
Oh,
surprising because that seems like something I would know.
yeah, I thought we've talked about this before. Just the act of thinking about it could make it real. So, like, maybe Slenderman is real
It's
if
the
you think about
secret.
it enough. Yeah, yeah, The Secret. Yeah, I know. I didn't really like that book actually, which is kind of surprising. You'd think I'd like that book, but
Yeah, I feel like it's too washed out or like
yeah,
not.
right. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, sometimes life does imitate art. So like maybe Slenderman's real just because we talk and obsess about it so much, and people actually do things in his name.
I mean, it is real now.
Yeah, I mean, it also kind of reminds me of like, I feel like I read stories of like old gods or like the movie Coco too. Like, as long as people believe in you and remember you, it's real. But as soon as people don't, like, as soon as there's not a single person that believes in you anymore, you just disappear and cease to exist.
Oh, that's very deep. But yeah, like Coco. Like the
Yeah,
children's movie Coco.
right.
But like also true.
Well,
We're
religion, I
getting
feel like, is true of that.
we're
Like the
getting
gods.
philosophical over here.
Yeah, I feel in a philosophical mood. Do you think Slenderman's real?
I don't know. I think it's really concerning how quickly this took on a life of its
Yeah,
own. I really think someone needs to look into who is planting the seed in the girls' minds that they need to murder people.
right.
That just seems like too much to be a coincidence. I'm not saying that's what happened, but I would not be surprised.
Right. It is very weird that it was two in separate states around the same time. But I mean, Creepypasta obviously said they're a literary website and they just share creepy stories as their whole thing.
Right.
So,
It's not fact.
yeah. But there could definitely be someone out there that was trying to use it for their own purposes or whatever.
Yeah.
Or just even trolling, maybe. And then these girls, because they do have mental health issues, they took with it and ran with it where the person didn't really think they would.
Right. That's true. How do you
Yeah.
know? You never know how someone's going to react to something, so you have to be kind of careful about what you say to people.
Yeah, that's a good lesson. You should really think about what you say, even if you really don't mean it
Right.
at first. Because you never know how someone's actually going to take it, and someone could take it and run with it and do some really bad things with it.
Maybe that's when they stopped. Maybe the seed
Yeah,
was planted before the first murders or stabbing. The first stabbing, no one got murdered, but
attempted
like they
murder.
had already told that other Ohio girl that, and then by the
Oh,
time she did it, like then they stopped saying it, so no more. I don't know. This isn't real. I'm making this up, but
yeah, we love speculations.
I do love to speculate.
Yeah, I mean, because they could have just seen, like, the girls that tried to kill their friend, like, they took 6 months to plan it, and I couldn't find exactly when they had first seen Slender Man, but like it was over 6 months' time that they were thinking about it. So, like, it could have been one person one day just saying something, and that stuck in their brain for like 7 months until they did this.
Right.
So, it could have totally been by accident by someone just trying to troll for like an hour of their day.
Yeah, you never know what's gonna stick with people.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all I have for this week. I do want to make a note that Sydney was correct. It was Morgan Geyser who was diagnosed with schizophrenia, not Anissa Weir. Anissa was diagnosed with other mental health issues. All the sources used for this episode will be in the description. We have an email at letsbebriefed@gmail.com if you would like to suggest topics for future episodes. We also have a Facebook page, Instagram, and TikTok, all under Let's Be Briefed, so you could follow us there for any future updates. Until next week, stay briefed.